Welcome on in here to Sports Memo. Today, we got another week here rocking and rolling, getting you actionable information in 30 minutes or less. That's what we do here. I'm your host, Dan Alexander, and we're starting the week off with another two strong guests. If you're worried, hey, what the heck, over at Wager Talk TV, I didn't get any stoppage time this morning. Well, we have a honorary, mini stoppage time here. One of the panelists there, Pavlos Laguretos, stopping by with two soccer plays for you for this weekend's action. And then if you need some actionable info for this evening, my man Ronald Cabang, a.k.a. U-Capper, check him out over at YouTube. He's stopping by with two NBA plays for tonight. One, I guess you could call a little bit of a prop play, a team total that he's looking towards. And then we got a side play for you folks who love those barking dogs. Before we welcome in the guys, want to let you know it is $2 Tuesday at both Wager Talk and at Sports Memo, which means best bets are yours for just $2. Our man Adam Trigger, who is on a 16-2 run throughout March Madness, that's not too bad. He's got a 5% college basketball play in the NIT. And then here at Sports Memo, we got Rob Vincelletti, we got Kevin Thomas, we got JM Sports, all with $2 Tuesday plays, or get all three of those five-star plays for just $5. Not too bad of a deal. Also not too bad of a deal that you get all the info for today for free. All we ask you to do is like and subscribe and comment below whether you agree, whether you disagree. One man who's never afraid to disagree is my guy Pavlos Laguretos, the best beard in the game. Looking good, brother. And it's great to see you since I didn't get to see you in the AM behind the scenes with stoppage time. The guys will be back this coming Thursday. So Pavlos, let's get right into it. You're looking at something stateside here. We're talking St. Louis and Minnesota in a little MLS action. The floor is yours, man.
Yeah, this should be a really exciting match, mainly because both these teams are unbeaten in the season. And this is quite interesting because St. Louis, they just recently joined the MLS. They've won each of their first five matches. They're impressive. You see overs in all five matches. They're scoring 3-4 goals. They have Joao Klaus up front, who is a juggernaut. He resembles a bit of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, if I may. But still, I love a good Cinderella story as much as the next guy. But at some point, this St. Louis City side, at some point they will at least get a draw. They can't win every match, and now they're up against Minnesota United. I think that's a very tricky match for bettors because they're going to see minus 120-ish at the money line for St. Louis City, and it's going to drop. It's dropping by the minute. So I'm against that. I like Minnesota United in this spot, guys. As I said before, they're still unbeaten in the season after 4 matches. They faced far greater sides than what St. Louis have faced. And St. Louis, they beat Real Salt Lake. They beat San Jose. These are bad teams so far at the start of the season. And now they're probably getting a decent side in Minnesota United, the best side they've faced so far in the season. So I think that's I think their winning streak is going to come to an end. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to lose, but we're getting Minnesota with plus half a goal here, minus 105. Even a draw gets us done. So I think that's the best way to approach this MLS match on Saturday.
So we're looking towards Minnesota getting the half goal. Sounds like Pavlos thinks it might even be the outright win for the Minnesota side there. Check him out at sm.buzz/PL. You can find his best bets there. When people head on over there, Pavlos, what are they going to see locked and loaded on your page?
I do have a 2-pack for tonight in the Euro qualifiers. The matches start in about 1 hour from now. I have a 4% and a 3% in there. And I have 2 plays for the weekend, one in the La Liga and another one. I got a lot of plays for the weekend. So there's just three packages loaded at the page, my page. And I'm going to have a 5% probably for Friday, but I'm still crunching some numbers. But, you got to jump on these numbers early because the lines will change and I'm going to get you guys the best value.
Potential 5% on the horizon. Great time for Pavlos Laguretos to maybe check him out on a 3-day pass, lock it in for the week, or you can always get those daily picks packages, as Pavlos said, locked and loaded right over at his page. All right, we got him some MLS action. Let's talk a little overseas action, at least for us here in the States. We got a play here in Napoli and AC Milan. Should be a good game between these two fixtures, and maybe break it down for some folks who just tail these plays blindly, because you're not looking at Napoli with a half goal. You're not looking at them laying a full goal. This is a different type of handicap where you're talking about a split line. So obviously, which side do you like here? And explain maybe for the novice soccer bettors, what does it mean when they see some of these quarter point lines?
Okay, so this is essentially a safety bet. When you take, I like Napoli this guy in this spot, guys. They're the undeniable, winners of the Serie A. They're still mathematically not won the Serie A, but they're gonna win it. They're almost 20 points ahead of the second Lazio. They just need 3-4 wins to mathematically ensure that they're the title holders. They're having an amazing season. AC Milan, not so much. This AC Milan side was, it was very much affected by the World Cup, break, because several of their players were involved and they made deep runs with their respective national teams in that World Cup. So they came back tired. Some of them had injuries. They never really got it going after the World Cup. And on the road, this AC Milan side has been mediocre at best in the season. They just have 5 wins out of 14 away matches in the Serie A, and those 5 wins came against teams of the lower or of the bottom half, I should say. So now they're facing a Napoli side that's tremendous at home. They have the best home record by far in the Serie A this season. 11 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, scored 33 goals and conceded just 9. And, this Napoli side, I think they have the upper hand easily in this match. They also beat AC Milan by 2-1 at Milan in the reverse fixture earlier in the season. So I like Napoli here. So the price on the money line, again, is dropping a little bit. If you didn't catch it where you should, now, if you want to get a better price, I suggest taking Napoli minus 0.75. Now, this is a split line between Napoli minus half a goal and Napoli minus 1 goal. So if Napoli win by exactly 1 goal, this bet is a half win. You need Napoli to win by 2 or more goals for this bet to be, to be a full win. But you get a better price in this situation. So I think that's the best way to approach this. Napoli minus 0.75 goals on Saturday.
Man, how about Pavlos Laguretos not only giving you 2 free plays, but a little handicapping 101 here. That's what it's all about here on Sports Memo Today. As we mentioned, he's got a 2-pack loaded for tonight, or you can grab him a little bit more long-term and lock in a terrific price. We have deals going all the time. And also hang around for our Throwback Thursday promotion that is going on. If you love this $2 Tuesday stuff, you love the $9 Monday stuff, well, every Thursday for the next few weeks, how about pick packages slashed in half that are loaded on Thursday? For more deals or for more info on that deals, check out the deals page over here at sportsmemo.com and our friends over at wagertalk.com. That's Pavlos Laguretos, sm.buzz/PL, and some soccer action. So from the pitch, let's head on to one of the best on the hardwood. It's my man, Ronald Cabang. I told you about UCapper. Check him out, the great content that he is dropping each and every day. You can find him at SportsMemo, sm.buzz/RC. And Ronald, I say we get right into it because a game that's on everybody's radar is the Hornets and Thunder game. Why not? Two of the most exciting teams. And I say that, of course, tongue in cheek. We hope maybe there isn't that much excitement because one of these teams, you're eyeing a team total, maybe staying under the number. What are we looking at in Hornets Thunder action tonight?
Yeah, definitely not the most exciting game here, but I think I see an advantage. The Hornets, they're coming off 2 straight outright wins over the Mavs. Both games, they were double-digit dogs as well. The Thunder, they're coming off a nice win versus the Blazers, but they failed to cover in 3 straight games. I think they're going to try and focus on the defensive side of the ball here. Probably slow the pace down a little bit too, because this is the first leg of back-to-back games. They got to save some stuff for tomorrow. Even though it's not a look ahead to the Pistons, they do got to manage their minutes a little bit. They already called SGA out, so I have a feeling that they're really gonna try and cruise through this game here, play a slower pace. On the opposite side here, from an injury aspect, the Mark Williams is out. They're going to be resting and hit the bigs. They're going to rotate the bigs here. Cody Martin's already out. Rozier is out. Hayward is doubtful. Oubre is questionable. We don't even know if he's going to play either. That's a lot of offense that you're missing there. One thing that I did know as far as analytics goes is the Thunder and the Hornets, they both play a pretty solid defense, especially the last 10 games. I believe they're both top 10 in defensive rating. And the Thunder and the Hornets actually both in the bottom 4 in offensive rating at the same time. I was kind of going back and forth with the full game under and the Hornets team total under here. Hornets since January 31st, 20-5 to the under on the full game, only going over their team total in 6 of them. But if I dive deeper a little bit, if you look at the road games in that span and also those that are not above 240, the total above 240, 7-1 to the under, only averaging 105.2 per game. On the opposite side here, teams that face the Hornets on the first leg of back-to-back games, like I said, those teams try to cruise through this game and focus on the defensive side of the ball, just slow down the pace. They're 6-2 straight up, 5-2-1 ATS, 6-2 to the under. The Hornets only averaging 104 per game in that spot. So to me, a lot of things are pointing towards the Hornets really struggling here. Like I said, like a letdown spot after 2 big wins against the Mavs. Under 109.5, I think there's room there. I think they score around 104, 105.
Love to see it. I'm always down to ride an under when not only the situation dictates it, but some of these trends are as well. That's Ronald Cabang. That's the approach that he takes, getting you the best plays possible. Check him out, sm.buzz/RC. All right, let's keep on rolling. And another marquee matchup, well, at least on one side, maybe. You got the Magic taking on the Grizzlies, and Grizzlies at home. Laying a bit of a spot here. It's around 7. It's fluttering up a little bit. So what are we thinking? Any potential money on the dog, or is this just a lay it and kind of pray situation if you're trying to back the Grizz?
Yeah, I'm looking at the dog in this one. I know the line has moved a little bit from open 8.5 to 7. It has to do with Ja Morant being doubtful in this game, so he's likely not going to play. Magic, for some reason, they're on a 3-game winning streak. They've covered 6 in a row, so they're playing pretty well right now. On the Grizz side, they have a first leg of back-to-back games, right? That's probably the reason why Ja is going to most likely sit tonight. Two key games against the Clippers on deck, including one tomorrow. Steven Adams is already out. They've been kind of struggling offensively on their side of the ball. So they since he's been out, but they figured it out a little bit in the more recent games on how to manage the bigs without Steven Adams. But for the most part, the Grizzlies here, I feel like this is a spot where they struggle in. Last season without Ja Morant, they covered primarily without him. But this season they're only 6-12 without Ja Morant in this in the lineup, including 0-5 ATS in the last 5 instances without Ja Morant. Like I said, the way the line is moving, I feel like Ja's probably not going to play, even though he's not officially out yet. He is considered doubtful. Grizzlies have gone under their team total in 4 straight home favorite non-conference situations, which is the spot they're in today. And if you look at the opposite side for the Magic, road dogs in non-conference situations, 10-2-1 against the spread, averaging 111.3 per game, allowing 112.5. There's a chance the Grizzlies kind of control this game early. The Magic bounce back in the second half, with them thinking, kind of, I guess, looking ahead towards the Clippers tomorrow. So that's the way that I'm going with it. I think the Magic are live dogs here tonight.
Looking towards the Magic, getting the 7 spot there. All right, before we let you go, Ronald, we mentioned that people can find you over at sm.buzz/RC. You gave 2 free plays away. You have anything locked and loaded for tonight, or anything you're eyeing as the week continues on?
Yeah, I got 2 plays up right now. And then I'm going to be adding 2 more. I think one of them will be a prop play, a player prop play. So I've been doing pretty well, man. I think 63% in the last like 35 games or so in the NBA. So I had a little bit of a down streak last month, and then everything's kind of turning around now. So seeing the board a lot better, and hopefully we just continue closing out the season on a strong note here.
Check out Ronald Cabang over there as it heads towards the NBA playoffs. Make sure you ride with my man, Ronald Cabang. Also, make sure that you check out our 3 handicappers that are featured today for just $5. You can get a 5-star play from JM Sports, a 5-star NCAA basketball play from Rob Vincelletti, and Kevin Thomas has an NHL play for you puckheads out there, a 5-star on that one. Grab all of them for just $5. And for $2, you can grab Adam Trigger, who might be the hottest college basketball handicapper out there. Even the fake Twitter handicappers too. 16-2 run my man Trig is on. You can check him out for just $2 over at wagertalk.com. And that's going to do it for us here. When we talk on Thursday, is going to be all MLB. Can't believe opening day is here already. You would never know it with the weather we're having in my home spot of Philadelphia, but fingers crossed, warms up a little bit for my Phillies and opening day. We have a full baseball card for you coming on Thursday, but until then, huge thanks to Ronald Cabang, huge thanks to Pavlos Laguretos, my producer Eric, crushing it behind the scenes. I'm your host Dan Alexander, and we'll see you in 2 days right here on Sports Memo Today.